Bob Mills Weather Center, Oklahoma weather expert, Cassie Heiter.
Well, it's not as pretty outside today, but at least we're adding some rain to the bucket, that's for sure. Now, we already do have some rain in parts of southern and southeast Oklahoma. We've got the front, and the far northwest behind it is significantly colder. So right now, not doing too bad. We do have some light scattered showers basically along and south of I-40, but everything is very light for now. So you can see that line just south and east of Wynnewood, just moving up north towards Sulphur, and also around Ardmore, around Randlet, moving towards Temple. Some very light rain around there, but Oklahoma City not seeing that just yet. We will eventually, and we certainly need it. In fact, the latest drought monitor has come out this morning, and we still have parts of southwest Oklahoma, northern Osage County, where we have an extreme drought. Now, we did go down a couple of percentages, so we were at about 36% last week. We're at 34% this week, so not a big improvement, but we have seen a little bit of improvement in parts of northwest Oklahoma. But Oklahoma City, we're still running below average. We're at 0.44 below average for the month of November, but we should be adding at least a little bit to that today. Just kind of looking at the year, obviously July was a really good month for us, so we're actually for the year above average as far as rain is concerned. And of course, this is one of our drier months, but this is our Guthrie camera, part of our Lucky Star Sky Cam network. Certainly looks like it wants to rain. We're at 53 degrees. We got a south wind right now at 13 miles an hour. Temperatures behind the front have already dropped down into the low to upper 30s. So much colder in parts of northwest Oklahoma and out in the Panhandle. Also where we see some scattered showers since early this morning. Temperatures down in the mid 40s across far southeast Oklahoma. There's that south wind between about 15 to 25 miles an hour. We can see where that wind's already shifted to the north across the Panhandle. And eventually that cold front will be moving through the rest of the state, but it's going to take until later this evening and into tonight before that actually happens. So the storm system coming in out of the west, the moisture coming in out of the south and west, and that will be increasing a little bit here later on. But we're not expecting a whole lot of rain by any means. But later this afternoon, especially across southeast Oklahoma, thunderstorms will become a little bit more likely. But here in Oklahoma City, I think we're going to see some light rain, especially later this afternoon and into the evening. We can get another wave that comes through, while on the backside of that, it will be cold enough that far northwest Oklahoma, mainly the Panhandle, will see a light wintry mix eventually transitioning over to all snow. Overnight tonight, we're actually looking pretty dry. I think we're still going to have some clouds around, but by early tomorrow morning and into the afternoon, skies will gradually clear out. So how much rain are we looking at? Well, at this point, it's starting to look less and less. So far, some of the latest data bringing in about 0.5 of an inch of rain. 5/100ths rather, but still a little bit more across far eastern Oklahoma and northwest Oklahoma, seeing a little bit more than that. Other data says we get a little bit more, but when it's all said and done, southeast Oklahoma sees a little bit more rain than the rest of us. But today, as far as temperatures are concerned, we still have the cloud cover, we still have the south wind, so we should be able to make it into the middle 50s. That's pretty normal for us for this time of year. The front doesn't move until late this evening and into tonight. So for this afternoon, I still think it's guaranteed that we at least have some light rain around, while southwest Oklahoma has slightly lower chances. For this evening, we're still looking likely, but everything begins to lift off to the north and east. So eastern Oklahoma, you're definitely going to get some rain out of this. As far as snow totals are concerned, not a whole lot. It's not going to impact a whole lot of people, but in the Panhandle, we could see anywhere from 1 to as much as around 4 inches of rain, but that would be a little bit more isolated as well. Overnight tonight, eventually the front moves off to the south and east. Temperatures drop down into the upper 30s by tomorrow morning, low to mid 30s across the northwest. Tomorrow afternoon, it's going to be a little chilly. The wind's going to be out of the northwest. It's not going to be terribly breezy, but highs will top out in the 40s for most of us. Saturday afternoon, we do recover into the upper 50s, lots of 60s across the south, but 40s still across the northwest. And next week's looking pretty perfect with highs in the 60s every day. We'll be right back.